I thought the whole team had good energy today, and yeah, Candice had one of her better games. It was good to see it. I thought we had contributions from a lot of people. I was really happy with our bench. They stepped up, 25, 27 points off the bench. Teaira played well off the bench, had good minutes. Um, like you said, Tiffany gave us some quality minutes. So yeah, it's just a good team effort, and good to see people in different roles contributing.
In the Tiara's first half, just how impressive was her performance? Just showing some range there, hitting turnaround jumpers and mid-range jumpers, something that she hasn't shown throughout the
Well,
whole season.
she's been working on it, and I promised her I was not going to put her in a box this season. So it's something that she's been working on, and she's developed some confidence, and it's just good to see her making shots that are makeable. It might be surprising to other folks only because she doesn't do it a whole lot in game situations, but I think she's comfortable in the mid-range, and she has gotten some confidence in it. And of course, when you make one, all of a sudden you relax and you just play. So, she shot the ball well today and showed some things in game that she's been working hard on.
Ben Rosoff.
Coach, the players have talked about sometimes you guys go through these defensive lulls this season, but to start that fourth quarter, you guys really shut them down. Can you just talk about the defense in the fourth quarter to hang on?
We challenged them to, we made a couple adjustments and just challenged our teams to get stops. I mean, we can't just rely on scoring the ball and think we're going to outscore people all the time. And our defense has been kind of a work in progress all season. And today in the fourth quarter, it was good. Like I said, we made a couple of adjustments and found something that really affected them and took them out of what they were trying to do a little bit.
You guys have had a lot of games this season where 4 or 5 players step up in double figures and a lot of different kinds of players contributing. When you see the kind of defense that can pair with that, such as you did tonight, does that give you and the organization a lot of hope for the future of this roster?
Absolutely. I mean, we've seen it at times, just not as consistently, and that's something that I've challenged the team to play the way we know we can play. Don't have the mental lapses. Don't get into a run and gun trying to outscore all the time, and just play the way we're capable of playing. So I thought our focus was really good. Our effort was really good. I thought we played really hard as a team, and I've been saying all along that when we play that way, we can beat anybody in this league, and they just proved it again tonight.
Game, got another one.
Yes, Coach, you talked about the bench contribution, but when you're able to get minutes from Kamaya and Kathleen, how much does that help, especially keeping Julie's minutes down under 30 when she's been logging such a heavy workload?
Yeah, one of my goals in this game was just to give Julie some rest. I was trying to give she and Candice both a rest, but Candice was playing so well, I'd said, I'm not going to do it just to do it. That's a disservice to her. It's a disservice to the team. She played exceptionally well, and I just said, hey, Candice, give us one more great effort, and of course, she's a pro. She knows the deal, but I really was trying to take some of the pressure and some of the responsibility off of Julie, because she's just played a lot of minutes with a lot of the load on her shoulders, and I thought Kathleen did very well. At times, at that point, I thought off the bench she did a really good job, and I thought Kelsey Mitchell did a good job when she was at the point. We put her in some situations at the point. So, just good play for a lot of people that don't always get great minutes, and, I was happy with their effort.
Candice, Coach talked about maybe limiting your minutes today, but that with the way you got started and the way you were playing down the stretch, that she felt like it was a disservice to the team to take you out the game. Just how were you really able to get it going, and especially down the stretch there, just how important was it to finish this game off well and get the win?
We definitely need the win. We still need to go out and compete and play hard, even though we did not make it to the playoffs. I guess for me personally, just trying to come out and be aggressive, be a pro, and just still stay focused no matter what.
And you mentioned being a pro, just again, when two teams that don't have a postseason possibilities, but to be able to play hard the whole game, how much of that is just about personal pride?
For me, the personal pride is huge. It has been the entire season. And, just because you don't qualify for the playoffs, just still don't want to end on a bad note. So I was happy that we still came out and we competed and we played hard.
Ben Rosoff.
Candice, you guys have had a lot of games this season where 4 or 5 players scoring double figures and a lot of different combinations of players. Just when you have a game, when you combine that with the solid defense that you guys did tonight, just how kind of encouraging is that for you guys and for the franchise moving forward?
I think offensively we've struggled at times, but we've shown that we can score the basketball. I think our nemesis this year is for the defensive side. It's always great when we have 5 players in double figures. I think maybe every game we've won, it's kind of been like that. So that shows as long as we're sharing the ball, moving the ball, and getting stops on the other end, that we look really good.
Go ahead, Ben. Sorry.
Sorry. Just Candice, as the veteran on this young team, how have you kind of been helping them through the recent stretch of losses? I mean, I know it's been tough.
Just trying to stay locked in as a leader that leads by example. Just trying not to go out there and just give up. Trying to keep people focused in practice and make sure we're still playing at a decent pace in practice and just not walking through things. But it's tough. We've all been in this bubble, and it's easy to just quit, knowing that you haven't made the playoffs. But, so far people have stayed focused. We competed well against Vegas, and, we were able to pull out the win tonight. So we've got one more that we need to go ahead and fight and try and get a win.
Got time for one more. Keem, you have another one?
Yes, Candice, what's it like to see just the confidence that Teaira was playing with today? It seemed like she hit a jumper in the second quarter there and even cracked a smile a little bit. Just, is it good to see that the hard work she's putting in practice is paying off during the game?
Absolutely. I know LaCo has been working with her a lot in practice, so it's nice to see that what she's been working on is translating over to the game. She played really well for us tonight. Glad she's playing and having fun because it's easy to be down, with at the time only having 5 wins. So love seeing her progression. Hopefully she keeps building in the off season and brings more to her game next year.
It seemed like you were playing with a lot of confidence today. You had a turnaround and you were kind of holding that follow through a little bit there. And you hit the jumper and were able to crack a smile. Just how good does it feel to have the hot hand and kind of be able to show your range off a little bit today?
It felt really good. My teammates really hyped me up. So, I just got it going from there. I seen them cheer for me. So I was like, okay, let's do this. That's how it's going to be. I was just knocking them down.
And to get the win, how important is it to get the win today? I mean, both teams, there's no chance for the postseason, but to come out and battle for the entire game, just what can that do for the confidence of the entire team moving forward?
It most definitely builds the confidence for our team because, for one, we're not in the playoffs, but that doesn't mean you just lay down to the next team, even though we only have one game after tonight. So, just for us showing up and, knowing that we're not going to the playoffs, that just says a lot about our character of team.
Ben Rosoff.
Yeah, T, you guys have had a lot of games this season where 4 or 5 or 6 players were scoring in double figures and a bunch of different combinations of players scoring in double figures. Just when you see what combine that with the way you guys can defend like you did tonight, just how encouraging is that going forward after this season?
I think it most definitely we feed off of each other. So if one person gets going, then everybody else is like, okay, they're playing hard. Let me play hard on defense as well as on offense. Okay, if my teammates give me the ball, they're telling me that I'm open. I have to shoot it. So just building, letting them assure that they have that shot. Like you have, you take it.
Thomas Butler Guerrero.
Hey, Teaira, the team is now 6-1 when leading at halftime. Did the game plan change at all heading into the second half, or was this more of a team win by committee?
I don't think we changed. The only thing that we changed at halftime was we stopped icing the side ball screens, but everything else we kind of just left the same. And that was just us buying into the scout and executing the game plan that our coaches had given us?
Well, we just pick and chose when to be aggressive. So, I mean, I just saw my opportunity to transition. And then Candice in the half court, we knew they couldn't guard her. So we just tried to get people the ball in positions where they were successful.
And to see Teaira play with the confidence that she did today, she didn't miss a shot in the first half. When you're to break out of this slump, how good is it to see the young players just playing with confidence and kind of enjoying themselves on the court today?
These are our last couple of games. So, I mean, at this point, we got to leave everything on the court and try to have fun with it. Hopefully next year we'll have this type of energy and consistency from the beginning. But now these last two games, now the last game, we're just going to try to have fun, and we have nothing to lose at this point.
Anybody have anything else? Oh, Ben, go ahead.
Yeah, Tiffany, you guys have had a lot of games this season where 4 or 5 players will score in double figures, and it's been like a number of combinations of different players. So knowing, like going forward for the next year and looking forward after that, just knowing that you have so many players on the roster that can step up like that on any given night, how kind of encouraging is that for you and for the franchise?
I mean, it's great. We knew we had a good team. We just didn't put wins together. We have enough in this locker room, to be a contender, to be a playoff team. It's just certain games and certain things that we did throughout the season that we should have executed better. But it's good knowing that the pieces that we have moving forward, hopefully we can make that playoff appearance next year.
Got time for one more. Thomas Butler Guerrero.
Hey, Tiffany, the team is now 6-1 when leading at halftime. Did the game plan change at all heading into the second half, or did you make the effort to be more aggressive attacking the rim?
Yeah, I think everybody just buckled down. We knew they're an aggressive team. They're going to try and play in the passing lane, so we kind of used that against them and went back at them. So it worked out in our favor. If we just come out with that intensity, every game will be fine.